After the First World War, the Italian motor industry was undergoing its first great ascendancy, so authorities began to looking for land to create a circuit to test and demonstrate their cars. Some people proposed the Royal Park at Monza. The Società Incremento Automobilismo Sport, or SIAS, with entirely private capital, was set up at the Automobile Club of Milan for the construction and management. Alfredo Rosselli was the architect, and the construction began on 15 May 1922. Up to 3,500 workers were brought to complete the construction, along with 200 wagons, 30 trucks, even 5 kilometers temporary railway with 2 locomotives and 80 wagons were used. In just 110 days, the track was created and inaugurated on 3rd September 1922. Autodromo Nazionale Monza was just the third permanent circuit in the world after Indianapolis and Brooklands, and the first in mainland Europe. 3 weeks after the grand opening, the Italian Grand Prix was held. The first winner was Pietro Bordino on a Fiat 804. Not much happened on the early days of the Monza track, but in 1928 Grand Prix, the Italian driver Emilio Materassi crashed into the grandstand while attempting an overtake, his cars plugging through the barriers and into the crowd. Unfortunately, he didn't survive, and more than 27 spectators died, and also over 40 people were injured. After some severe accidents, work commenced on a major redesign of the circuit. The Florio circuit, a large part of the track, was rebuilt in 1939. The bank oval course was demolished and the road track was modified. But on September 1939, the European War broke out. After the war has ended, the Milan Automobile Club decided to complete restoration of the circuit. The ambitions had grown further to revamp the circuit. So, in 1955, they tried to recreate the original high-speed curve, like the 1922 project. But instead of built on an alternate berm, the new high-speed curves was built of very wide and concave concrete slabs and supported by reinforced concrete pillars. But this layout didn't last long. After an accident involving 2 Formula One drivers in 1961 Grand Prix, Wolfgang von Trips collided with Jim Clark, killing himself and other 15 spectators. Formula One was only used this layout in 1955, 1956, 1960, and 1961 Italian Grand Prix. Even though the circuit looks easy, but the circuit has a dark history of crashes. Almost every year, fatal accidents occur at this circuit, especially in the early years of Formula One. So, the authorities always change the layout for safety reasons, but still giving spectators the excitement of the race. After several changes throughout the decades, this circuit always attracts many fans. Although this circuit has a dark history of crashes, but there is also a lot of history that has been made in this circuit. Like in 1971 Italian Grand Prix is one of the closest finish in Formula One history, when 5 drivers crossed the finish line almost at the same time. Niki Lauda returned after fatal crash at German Grand Prix in 1976. First Ferrari won 2 for 9 years in 1988. Sebastian Vettel became the youngest winner to win of Grand Prix in 2008 before his record was taken by Max Verstappen, and Ferrari won for the first time in 9 years at this circuit in 2019.